What part of the album is rare? Is it the fact that rare is also on the opposite side of the album? Just on a t-shirt, but it's supposed to be like, oh, it's in two different spots. I have no idea. These are funny intros to try and create. Alright, yeah, let's go with it. Rare is the third solo studio album released by Selena Gomez. So I guess 6th studio album total when you count the scene together. Anyway, yeah, let's go with that. This is an interesting opportunity for me to talk about this because I've never really delved into any Selena Gomez album as of yet. Selena Gomez, personally for me, being that she was basically approaching her fame the same time as Miley Cyrus did, I always kind of made an interesting comparison with the two. I felt like Miley had the better vocals, but Selena sold acting a little bit better than Miley did. But then again, Miley's role on Hannah Montana was a little bit exaggerated, so I will give it that. Selena was a little bit more grounded when it came to Wizards of Waverly Place. Anyway, that's probably irrelevant to everyone else, but I had to get that out of my system. Let's talk about what her music career is like now. I've never felt that Selena's music was groundbreaking, nor did I think it was anything that would ever really be considered in maybe a top 10 or high Billboard charting oriented thing of some kind. She has had moments, I'll give her that, but I feel like most of those come through other features, not too much with her own actual music. There was one song I really did like from her, however, every time I listen to it, it does bring back a memory that I try to suppress. It was a bad experience, and I associate it with that. So that's just an unfortunate circumstance. But as you know, I'm pretty open to giving albums a chance despite who they're released from. Sometimes I have preconceptions, but as biased as this may sound, I do think that I give albums a fair chance. So what do we get out of this? Funny enough, the words that came to my mind that I wrote down was sounds like a struggling sophomore album, which is kind of far off and kind of not. Again, this is a third solo studio album, so technically not sophomore. But then again, she did do 3 other albums with The Scene. So I don't feel like she should be having the struggles that I personally think she is having or am just hearing, or that are being recorded. Before I go any further with this album, I am going to recommend 2 songs in here. The first song being Ring. This one I would say is a great Selena Gomez deep track / concert song. I feel like her fans, not necessarily mainstream audiences, but her fans will like this song, and I feel like this is something she could really bring out to perform and she would have a good time with it. And the song that immediately follows that, called Vulnerable. It's just a gentle, soft pop song, and it was simple and enjoyable. Very, simple. Basic. That's the best word to use. Simple. Now on to the other songs. Many of the others, I feel like it is maybe just one small problem that I have found with the songs. It could be anything from the intro, the chorus, the bridge, the verses. Yeah, I'm basically dissecting each part of the songs that it could be. But it literally is that. There's not really one thing that makes each song kind of challenging or not as good to listen to. It could literally be a repetition of one singular part of a song that I just feel like the connection is lost on me, or I fall away from that potential connection I could have with the song. Some of those awkward examples would be, Look at Her Now. It has this sound that just feels kind of silly when it's put into the song. In the song Crowded Room that features Black, it does have a rap verse in it, and I actually think the flow of that verse was complementing the songs, but not the lyrics themselves. One song that I find very particularly odd was A Sweeter Place that has Kid Cudi in it. Now, this song feels like it's made for Kid Cudi, but Selena actually sounds slightly better. But then immediately when Kid Cudi comes into it, it feels like everything is falling apart, and that doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure why that is. I feel like plenty of Selena Gomez fans will be okay with this album. I don't think anyone who takes music seriously and is a fan of hers at the same time is going to take this album and put it on a very high praise pedestal. But I think those fans will find things to like about this album. Now here's the position I kind of come with after listening to this. Despite some good songs and some good elements that I do enjoy out of this album, there's not much to it that makes me feel convinced that she should stay in pop music. I feel like there might be other avenues that might bring her a level of fame or relevance or whatever it is that she wants to do with her life to be shed maybe in a better light, whether that's through acting again. I don't really know what she does entirely with her free time aside from this music. I'm not saying she should quit. I'm just saying maybe there's something else that she can harness a little bit more, because if it's not going to be this, I feel like there's still other opportunities out there for her. But we'll just have to see what she continues to decide to do. I feel like this is something that she probably likes, but I feel like it's almost becoming an excuse to stay relevant. Yeah, I know that sounds kind of harsh, and I'm not trying to go that route, so I'm sorry if it comes across that way. But I think that she has talents that maybe she can shed a little bit more than just this. I don't mind if she keeps making music, and I'll probably listen to more of that in the future. But I think there are other things that she can do that we can be okay with her for staying in this famous spotlight. That's just a personal take of mine. So, after having listened and reviewed this album, with production of 83%, creativity 67%, expression and lyrics 75%, I'm going to give this album a good/okay. Not terrible, but again, I'm not convinced that this is her strongest suit. It's not bad, but if she is going to keep doing this, please get some practice, get some producers, get some writers, get some, I don't know, get something to try and make me believe that you should be staying in this. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to follow all the social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.